Yo, what up, guys? Your boy Chris. Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be breaking down one of the worst UFC cards that I've ever had the disprivilege of breaking down. Allen versus Costa. The main event's a phenomenal fight. Even the co-main event's a phenomenal fight. The main card is pretty good. But if we come down here, oh my god, fucking Nikolai Vatenikov, Chaos Williams, two cans fighting. I mean, that's a decently high level women's fight, but two cans. Gruley has not won a UFC fight. Cagliari has not won a UFC fight. She hasn't won a fight since 2018, I think. Petrovsky's terrible. Brundage is a can. These guys are making their debut, but this guy's coming in on, 5 days' notice? This is a really underrated fight. A debuting can. Debuting someone that's just fed to Malcolm Wellmaker. It's a bad card. And I'm definitely going to be watching the MVP card, which I'll break down probably tomorrow, because I have not done the tape because I've been doing it on this shit-ass card, but I've been putting it off because I don't want to watch these fights. Yeah, let's get right into it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. These breakdowns aren't gonna be too in depth because fucking hell, this card's terrible. I don't want to watch this. Cagliari versus Bannon. Cagliari's gonna win. Bannon really has no threat at all. She has no power. Her weak little teep kick or side kick, whatever it is, doesn't do much. Her takedown game is pretty bad. She has the style where she'll sit in guard and try and throw up submissions. So she'll lose 3 minutes of a round just trying to throw up an armbar. She does have some nasty armbars. She doesn't have the best chin. Again, terrible striker. Sam Hughes submitted her. Pooja Tumar threw away an easy knockout win. Bruna Brazil. I thought she had 2 fights in the UFC. I didn't know she had 4. Cagliari is 0-2, but she's gone against 2 of the best strikers in the division. I mean, Cagliari isn't terrible. She's not great, but again, Carlos Judy should be a ranked opponent. Ernesta's a very high level striker. Cagliari is just going to be able to walk her down, throw her boxing combinations. She can mix in takedowns. I don't think she will. I think this will be a stand-up fight for the most part. And I think Cagliari is just a better striker and has more pop behind her punches. I think she wins the decision here. Daniel Perez versus Luis Gurule. I have picked against Luis Gurule in every one of his fights. I have claimed he's not UFC level in every one of his fights. And so far, I have been proven correct in every one of my predictions. He has gone against some decent competition, but he hasn't shown glimpses of being talented. While Perez is 37 years old, so he's an older flyweight, but nowadays with, USADA backing off, it's a little different. He's, 1-2, but look at the competition. Rafael Filio, yes, he had that loss against Cody Durden recently that lowered his stock, but Filio is a borderline top 15 flyweight. Andre Lima should be a top 15 flyweight. This motherfucker is so talented. And he beat this dude that I've never even heard of. Perez is not bad. Luis is. So I'm going to pick
A lot of trades.
Oh, that was a TikTok. I'm picking Perez to win this pretty easily. I think Perez has the speed advantage. I think he has the striking advantage. I think he can mix in takedowns very well. He has more pop than Luis, I think. He has clean, damaging leg kicks. He can mix it up during combos. He goes to the body. He has good submissions. He has really good timed takedowns. He takes a lot of damage. He gets hit a lot. He's very reckless. He leaves his chin in the air. He does have cardio concerns if this fight goes later, but I think he can secure the first 2 rounds. And he doesn't really do well against offensive wrestling, but Luis is a boxer. He's not going to wrestle. He's highly accurate. I think he just dominates Luis Gurule from the most part in this fight. I think Gurule has really good. He is a very durable fighter. He has a good chin. Uh, he has good recovery. He has decent boxing, decent head movement. But I think Perez is going to be way too fast for him, and I think he pieces him up. And I think he could mix in the takedowns. Again, you could make a lot of money on this card, particularly because of how many bad fighters there are on this card. Let's see what the community is picking. I think Perez is the... But, these people suck ass at picking. Next fight. Dude, this is a rough one to get through. Alice Ardeline versus Paulina Viana. I'm going Ardeline. Yeah, I mean, her last win was 3 years ago. My bad, it wasn't 2018, it was 2023. Or almost, actually, no, 2024. Or 2022, actually. Ardeline should be the favorite. She's less of a can. She has momentum, she has 2 wins. I mean, losing to Shauna Bandon is a bad look. I think... dude, honestly, I can't remember what they do. I can't remember the fighting styles. Ardeline has good defensive wrestling. She has high volume, good gas tank. Solid kickboxing. Solid durability. She uses range well. She has a stiff jab. I mean, she's what, 37, 39? Oh wow. She just looks really old. She's 34 years old. They're both pretty washed. They're both pretty ass anyways. I'm just going to pick Ardeline. I mean, Paulina is... I mean, she has good counters in the pocket. She's a jiu-jitsu fighter. She likes being on her back. She has good submissions, great armbar. I mean, she has good trips. She's very dangerous in her guard. She has good jiu-jitsu. But on the feet, she's pretty low level. She wings big, aggressive hooks. She has good counters, but I think Ardeline's just going to be able to kind of pick her apart at range, use her kicks, use her jab. And I think Ardeline's good enough on the defensive wrestling side that she'll be able to nullify Paulina. I'm sorry. I really am that you're watching this video. Because, Jesus, fuck, this card is terrible. Another, can versus can. I'm picking Cody Brundage in the fucking year 2026. It's terrible. He hasn't won a fight since, what? He hasn't won a fight in a year. He's been beaten up badly by everyone. But I think every one of these, I think Dante Johnson fucking knocks out Andre Petroski in 2 minutes. I think Cam Rouston, he did knock him out in 2 minutes. I believe, yeah. Eric McConaughey, I mean, I think Cody Brundage won that fight. Mansour Abdul-Malik, draw? I mean, murders Andre Petroski. Even Julian Marquette, I mean, this dude's kind of ass. But, let's look at the wins. I mean, Vieira, yeah, but we've learned that Vieira is literally ass, dog water ass. Dylan Budka is terrible. Josh Frem is terrible. I mean, his 2 losses are, good losses. I mean, Cam Rouston's very talented. So is Edmund Shabazian, but he's just, no threat on the feet. He's no threat, and I think Cody Brundage is on, a second wind of his career. Yes, he hasn't won a fight, but he went to split decision with a prospect, and he arguably won that fight. Eric McConaughey, he arguably won that fight. Mansour Abdul-Malik, he arguably won that fight. He is not that bad. He's pretty bad, but he's not that bad. He has decent boxing. He has decent leg kicks. He has pretty good wrestling. He has a decent backpack. He starts very fast. He's high volume. Decent cardio. Decent submission game. Decent wrestling. He's decent everywhere. Andre Petroski is just a wrestler. He has good takedowns, good wrestling, decent submission game. He hunts for submissions. He's very active, but his cardio's bad, his striking is bad, and he has a glass chin. I think Cody Brundage will be able to find the chin. I think this is a round 2 knockout for Brundage. He's slow on the feet. He leads with his head. He fades badly. He gets gun shy when he's hit. Poor head movement. Gets hurt often. In every one of his fights, he gets wobbled. He's very stiff. He doesn't have fluid movement. And I don't think he'll be able to out-wrestle Cody Brundage. Because I believe, if Cody... Am I wrong that Cody Brundage fought Bo Nickel? No, he fought Bo Nickel, and he had Bo Nickel in some bad positions. I think Cody Brundage knocks out Andre Petrkovsky. I'm going to be honest, guys. I didn't do tape for this fight. Tommy Gant versus Artur Minov. Yes, I know who Tommy Gant is because I broke down his fight for Contender Series, but I don't know who this guy is, and I don't even know if he's a submission or a knockout guy. Well, he's well-rounded. Hold on, I'm going to break down this fight. Cavalcanti's going to win. Okay, we're done. I mean, Cavalcanti's actually pretty talented. This fight's not terrible. I mean, both of them are pretty high level. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, I thought I kept mixing her up with Natalie Silva. She uses her leg kicks. She has great movement, great great footwork, great takedown defense, great get-up game. She's very accurate, good body work. She uses all of her weapons very well. She's highly technical. Pretty good straight punches. Keeps range pretty well. She has a 70-inch reach. She's tall. She has good counter strikes. Evades damage using her footwork. She's dangerous in the clinch. She doesn't really get hit that hard in most of her fights. She's good timing. She outlands all of her opponents. She has really solid cardio. Her leg kicks are deadly. She uses her kicks effectively. She's pretty fast. I mean, she doesn't have the best chin. She has been rocked in a lot of her fights. She goes to decision a lot. She relies on her strength too much while wrestling. She lacks really finishing ability. She doesn't really have power in her hands. She's more of a decision fighter. No submission game. And Ketlin Vieira, I mean, she's been around for a while. She's 34 years old. She's kind of plotty. She walks forwards constantly. She wings big shots. She has great jiu-jitsu. Good judo. Very physical. She has great takedown defense. She's 90% takedown defense. She has gone against pretty high-level competition. She has good submissions. Strong clinch and knees. Very durable. And, I mean, she's composed. Like, she's not going to be dominated. She's not going to be dominated by anyone. She's pretty well-rounded. But Cavalcanti's just way too fast, way too slick, has too many weapons, and I don't think Vieira is going to be able to run a wrestling clinic on Cavalcanti. Even though the only people that probably will beat Cavalcanti is a grappler, I don't think Ketlin is the level of grappler that you would need to beat Cavalcanti. So I think Cavalcanti wins at 30-27. Boring fight. I think at some point Ketlin will probably land a right hook or something on Cavalcanti and she'll get visibly hurt, wobbled, but she'll recover and she'll win by a decision. Jeez, how is this a fight? Tommy Gant versus Artur Minov. Gant doesn't have. Again, I can't really break down this fight. Let's see who. Do I know anyone? No. Okay. Do I know Adam Livingston? Pretty shit fighter. Tommy Gant fucked him up in the first, wobbled him, and then got a guillotine choke. KO. I mean, obviously, what's the odds? Are there no odds? I mean, Gant's winning this fight. Minov is on 5 days' notice. Gant has been training for who was his original opponent? Trey Ogden. Yeah, I was gonna pick Tommy over Trey Ogden, even though I do rate him. I think the grappling difference in this fight is gonna be a lot. I think Tommy Gant's gonna be able to take down Artur at will. I think the striking will be probably even. From the little bit I watched of Artur, he's a decent striker. Tommy Gant's pretty talented. He's an older prospect, but he trains with DC, I believe. He trained. I think he was one of the people that, while I was watching Dana White's Contender Series, he was just like massively dick sucking. I think Tommy Gant gets a submission win here. Nah. Jesus fucking Christ. Turcos versus Ivan Urslang. Urslan. Urslan is terrible, bro. I mean, I picked him. I thought he beat Ion Kutalaba, but he has shown that he has no wrestling defense. He has power. He has definitely a lot more power than Tukos. But Tukos is a legit black belt. He has some nasty takedowns, some pretty... He out-wrestled... I'm rating this win a lot. I think Junior Taffa isn't a can. I think he's bad, but I don't think he's, like, horseshit. Like I do Ivan. Who did he lose to? He lost to Navajo and he lost to Omaisai. Those are not bad losses. He went to decision with Navajo. He went to a competitive decision with Navajo. Ivan was getting like out wrestled by Navajo, who has terrible wrestling. He just gets out wrestled. That's what happens to him, and he gets submitted. I think Tukos has decent power. He has a submission game pretty well. He has great control, pretty good takedowns, transitions. He averages 4.21 takedowns a fight. He has height. He has a solid chin. He's hittable, and he does absorb 4.27 significant strikes per minute. And his volume is very low, 2.12. But I think his cardio is good, and I think he'll be able to get Oislan against the cage. I think he'll be able to get his takedowns. I think if he gets his takedowns, I don't see Ivan getting back up. And I think eventually Tukos submits Urslan. I mean, Urslan is a decent striker. He's fairly technical, but he's low output, so he does get outpointed a lot. He's pretty durable. He doesn't have a bad chin. He has solid control of range. He's highly aggressive. He has power in his hands, but he's like he loads up on punches. He's very easy to counter. He's pretty slow. And his takedown defense is ass, and his get-up game is even worse. And his submission defense is not... I mean, Jimmy Crute... No, it was not a real naked choke. Jimmy Crute invented a new submission and submitted Ivan. I'm going Tukos by either decision or submission. I mean, Chaos Williams is going to win this fight. I just can't pick Nikolai Vertenikov. We're talking about the guy that lost to Austin Vanderford, Danny Barlow, Punahil Sorano. I mean, that guy's nasty. Wait, oh yeah, I was going to say he. But again, Nikolai has not looked good in any of his fights. Yes, he just knocked out the corpse of Nico Price, but that's Nico Price. He robbed Prado. He lost to Vanderford. Chaos Williams is good. He's talented. I mean, a split decision to Bedoya is not a good look. He knocked out the corpse of Harris. Lost to Bonfim, who's now ranked. He lost to Gufferson, who I think is a very, very talented fighter. And will probably beat Daniil Donchekov. Randy Brown, split decision. His level of competition is much higher than Nikolai Vertenikov's. I think Chaos William has a lot more power, a lot more explosive. Pretty good striker. High volume, very durable. He can sustain his fighting style for 3 rounds. He's strong. He's not going to get out-wrestled by Nikolai. Good combos. Great finisher. He mixes to the body. He's very fast. Good chin. He has poor takedown defense at 51%, but again, I don't see Nikolai being able to run a wrestling clinic on him. He can be controlled. Poor submission defense, but again, Nikolai, I mean, he went to split decision with Michael Morales. Well, I think it was a decision, not a split, but he went to decision with Michael Morales at one point. He has power in his hands. He has okay cardio. Decent teep kick. Body kicks are pretty good. He has decent submissions, but there's just a lot more negatives to Nikolai Vertenikov's game than Chaos. He gets held down for long periods of time. His wrestling defense is terrible. He sits in guard for so long. He relies on a submission game that's lacking in every sense of the word. I just think Chaos Williams is the more tested fighter. I think he's the better fighter. And I think it goes to decision. I think Chaos Williams has lost a little bit of the power he used to have, and I think this goes to decision. And I mean, Nikolai has never been a fighter that's been awfully chinny. So I think we go Chaos Williams decision. I'm actually getting excited to end this fucking video. This is probably going to be the shortest ever breakdown for me. Because they're usually around 40 minutes. And this one's, I think 17 minutes long and I'm already on the main card. Timmy Kawamba versus Bernardo Sopaj. Sopaj is incredibly talented. His record is 12-33. He got cut from the UFC after getting violently knocked out by Oliveira, but he won a dominant decision against Dukas. Kawamba's very talented. These both are very incredibly talented fighters. Sopaj, his striking reminds me of Ilya. Yes, that might be a little. I say that about a lot of strikers, but Sopaj is very talented. He is very slick on the feet. He's very slick on the feet. He has a lot of power. Very nice, tight boxing hooks. Very fluid. Great knees to the body and to the head. Very nasty. Fast kicks. He cuts off the cage well. He has good takedown defense, which is going to stifle a lot of Timmy's game. And he has pretty good offensive wrestling. He has a 71% takedown accuracy. He averages 2.3 takedowns a fight. He has great control. Very high volume, 4.2 significant strikes per minute. Pretty good chin. Yes, he got chinned by Oliveira, but Oliveira has so much power. And Sopaj was on 1 HP. He was so tired. Anyone would have knocked him out. So he has decent scrambles. Good submission game. He latches up submissions very quickly. He can latch up a submission in a roll submission. In scrambles and shit. He has good counter strike, good bouncy footwork, very fast, uses all of his weapons very well. He targets the body constantly. Very tough. He has good submission defense. The only negatives I can really say about him is his cardio's horrendous, and he has terrible energy management. He throws everything with 100% power. He gets hit a lot, 4.8 significant strikes per minute. He gets sloppy. He gets turned around by every leg kick. He does a little spin, which could be bad if he's going against a wrestler who could grab a body lock off that. He stays on bottom for long periods of time. Poor ground and pound defense, and he does get hit a lot. But I think Timmy Kawamba, he gets hit just as much. I think they're pretty equal in speed, but I think Sopaj definitely has more power. Timmy... good straight punches, really good kicks. He really likes to use his striking to set up his grappling. He has good takedowns, really good control. He has really good cardio, whipping kicks, dynamic on the feet. He catches his opponent's foot a lot when they're going for body kicks. He has nasty body kicks. He has great pace and a high pressure style. I just don't think he has the power to earn Sopaj's respect. I don't think he will be able to take down Sopaj at will. I think Sopaj has really good takedown defense. I think this is going to be a striking clinic, and I think Sopaj comes out on top. Yes, I think if Timmy wins the first round, I think I switch my bet to Timmy. Because Sopaj needs to come out hard. I think he needs to win the first. For him to win a decision, he needs to win the first and second. He's not winning the third. He gets way too tired. If he has worked on his cardio, I think there's a slight chance that he wins the third, but Timmy is not going to slow down. Timmy has fought a lot of hard fights. He fought Oki, and he went to split decision. He doesn't have a lot of pop, so that's why I'm picking Sopaj. And I think Sopaj is just more slick. I think his head movement, I think he'll be able to duck out of the way of a lot of Kawamba's combos. In the wrestling game, I think he kind of stifles it. I'm going to go Sopaj by decision. But this is a close fight. What are the odds? Yeah, Sopaj definitely should be the favorite. I mean, this knockout was violent, but let's see. I mean, he got dominated by Lucas Almeida. Roberto Romero, I remember this fight. He fucking robbed me of money. Chang Ho Lee, I mean, that guy's pretty shit. Budeskis Bukowskis versus Christian Edwards. I'm just gonna kind of skip over this one. Bukowskis has really good takedown defense, and his striking is pretty good. He throws a bunch of 1-2 combos. He's not very dynamic on the feet, but he has a very basic style that gets the job done. Christian Edwards used to be a prospect, but he isn't really high level. He's he fought Luke Fernandez, who I think is going to be a talented fighter one day. But I don't see Christian being able to run the wrestling clinic that he wants to on Bukowskis due to the takedown defense of Bukowskis. Christian likes to get his wrestling going. He likes damaging ground and pound. He does have good ground and pound. But that's about all I can say. He has some good kicks, good cardio, has decent boxing, solid chin. But if he can't get the wrestling off, I think in a striking fight, I think I'm taking Bukowskis 10 out of 10 times. So I'm going to go Bukowskis to win this one by decision. This is another one where there's not much to break down. Malcolm Wellmaker is just the much more elite fighter. Yes, Malcolm Wellmaker lost to Ethan Ewing, but no one knew Ethan Ewing was going to be an incredibly talented fighter. Malcolm Wellmaker is still one of the crispiest boxers in the UFC. He has great footwork, great head movement, insane power, great timing, great boxing. He's just incredibly talented. I don't know why people are picking against him. He's a great finisher. He exits the range very well. Good head movement, great body kick. Counters are beautiful, incredibly accurate. He's incredibly mobile. He has a chin. He's only improving. He's very aggressive. He's athletic. Head is never on the center line. He overswings, yes. He gets wild deeper into a fight, but we know his cardio can hold up for 3 rounds. He does leave openings to be countered. Throws everything with power. He spams the right hook a lot. But again, Juan Diaz, yes, Juan Diaz went against a very dangerous striker in Kwang, or whatever his name is. But other than that, just look, decision. You're not going to out-decision Malcolm Wellmaker. He has way too many weapons. His boxing's way too crisp. I think Juan Diaz is very basic on the feet. I think he has little power. He doesn't really have submissions. He's low volume. He backs up quite a bit. I mean, he has good counters. He has really good cardio, because he's been 5 rounds quite a bit of times. He has really good defensive wrestling. Good head movement. He has good footwork. He's very durable. But I think his basic boxing style is not going to be enough here. I think Malcolm Wellmaker just kind of pieces him up on the outside. I think he could find the finish. I think he's 15-1, which is an incredible record, but I think the level of competition is already different. He went against Ethan Ewing. He didn't get knocked out against Ethan Ewing. He had a competitive fight against Ethan Ewing. And I think Ethan Ewing knocks out Juan Diaz. So I'm going to go Malcolm Wellmaker by decision. Doo Ho Choi versus Daniel Santos. Daniel Santos broke my heart when he beat Joe Sang-woo. He was one of my favorite prospects. Willie Katz he's not Mini Oliveira. He does train with Oliveira, and again, very talented shooter box fighter, but I think Doo Ho Choi has this one in the bag. I don't know why he's the underdog here. He's coming off 2 really good wins against Billy Algeo and Nate Landwehr. Yes, he's been laid off for a while. John Castaneda is a good win. These 2 are terrible wins, and then the Ju Sang-yu win is a good one, but Willie Katz just not that guy. He just really isn't, in my opinion. I think he is small. Is this a featherweight fight, correct? Where is it? Yeah, featherweight. He's small for featherweight. He's undisciplined. He can't make weight half the time. He struggles to make weight. He posted a photo on his Instagram where he has a belly. He's undisciplined. He's very chinny. He gets knocked down in a lot of his fights. He has poor striking defense. He gets hit a lot. He gets rocked consistently. 5 significant strikes absorbed. Poor takedown accuracy. He doesn't have much of a submission game, and he gasses a lot. And I think Doo Ho Choi will be able to capitalize on that. I think Doo Ho Choi has phenomenal boxing. He's incredibly accurate. He has great power. His counter striking is going to be devastating in this fight because of how many openings Santos leaves. He starts fast. Great combos, very precise combos. High volume, good cardio. Effective knees in the clinch. Solid chin. It has been cracked quite a few times recently, but I think the years off. He hasn't been chinned in 6 years. He also hasn't fought often. He's very inactive because of the military time he had to serve and a bunch of injuries, but I think he's just a much more talented striker. I think the boxing will be a struggle for Santos. The leg kicks of Doo Ho Choi, nasty leg kicks. I think the takedowns, I think the offensive wrestling of Doo Ho Choi is going to help him in this fight because he's not going to be a fish out of water. Damaging elbows from top. He has quality submission defense. In his recent fights, he's shown an ability to mix in takedowns. He has taken a lot of damage in his career. He has poor fight IQ. He gets hit a shit ton. He relies on a brawl, and if they get into a brawl, I'm definitely favoring Choi. He gets hit with a ton of volume. He has poor takedown defense, 47%. And he can be held against the fence. But I don't think Santos is that guy to be able to stun Doo Ho Choi enough to nullify him for 15 minutes. I think Doo Ho Choi finds the chin of Santos and knocks him out in the second round. This is a close fight, but I don't trust Daniel Santos to win a fight against this high of a level competition. Look at the competition he's fought. Again, not really that high level competition. He's only fought high level competition. Nate Landwehr. This was Nate Landwehr on a win streak, I believe. So I'm gonna go Doo Ho Choi by KO. On to the main event, which I'm often wrong about. Costa versus Arnold, who is 2-3 versus a 5-0 in his last 5. Costa is incredibly talented. This is a hard fight, but I can see Arnold Allen winning. And Arnold Allen, yes, is one of my favorite fighters. Let's break down Costa first. Costa fights very similar to Luke Rockhold. He has great kicks. He loves his kicking game. Fast, damaging kicks on every level. Great leg kicks, great body kicks. Both of his most recent wins are due to head kicks. Spinning back kick to Dan Ige, which is an impressive win. No one does Dan Ige the way Costa just did. But I also think it was a very early stoppage. Morgan Sherrier got fucking nuked by that head kick. Costa has kind of found his level. He's found his footing in the division. He took a couple losses at the beginning of his career, but now he has so much momentum. Fast. He's very well-rounded, very crafty. He has decent boxing. Latches up submissions really quickly. Good counter striker. He can fight while tired. Great submission defense. Great submissions in general. Really good ground game. High-level jiu-jitsu. Good wrestling. Good takedowns. Good control on the ground. And he latches up submissions very aggressively. He's very aggressive on the feet, too. He has good timing. He's all around just incredibly talented. But my concern is this is a 5-round fight, and we've seen his cardio be really bad. Him gas heavily in the third with the amount of volume he throws. He slows down. He doesn't have pop in his hands. He's kind of chinny. He doesn't respond to pressure really well. He backs up quite a bit. And he doesn't go well against boxers. And Arnold's you gotta look at the level of competition. Dan Ige to Gene Silva. Arguably could have gone each way. I think Gene Silva won pretty convincingly, but there are people who think Allen won that. Giga Shikaze, the ghost of Giga. He beat Movsar Evloev. Decent decision against Max Holloway and then Calvin Kattar. Arnold is talented. I mean, I think Arnold has great jiu-jitsu. He's no slouch in the jiu-jitsu. He's very fast on the feet. He has good boxing, constantly moves forwards, really good chin. Doesn't settle, went 5 rounds with Holloway, obviously. Solid knees, powerful striker. Good get-up game, he won't get held down. He's high volume, good jab, good footwork. He will give up rounds, though. Like, he'll settle down, he'll lower his volume, he'll let opponents win rounds so that he can win the next round and the round after that. So it's kind of like a chess match. He has very high fight IQ. He closes distance really well. He has heart. He doesn't give up. Good takedown defense, 75%. He won't allow himself to be picked apart. If he's losing like a tit-for-tat fight, he'll just rush in and start throwing haymakers. Good counter strikers. He has a really good chin. He's never been knocked out as a professional. Really hard to finish. He's never been finished by submission either. He's very precise with his boxing. He controls range very well. Good clinch, and he never gets dominated. He only loses close decisions or, like, arguable decisions. High-level competition, obviously, but his cardio isn't the greatest. He does get knocked down in a lot of his fights. He misses a lot. He does get overly aggressive looking for the finish after he hurts someone. He doesn't have the best low kicks. He kind of just, like, taps you with the leg kicks, but... And he doesn't implement wrestling enough. But I think the pressure that Arnold is going to put on Costa, I think Costa will get uncomfortable. I think he'll wear in his gas tank. I think Arnold will walk him down. I don't think Costa has the power in his hands to knock out Allen or earn Allen's respect. I think the kicking game could give Allen some problems, some leg kicks, because of how heavy he is on his feet. But if he was tanking shots from Gene Silva, I think he can tank shots from Costa. And I think eventually Arnold kind of breaks Costa. And I think he finds the finish. I think he finishes Costa. I think if Costa shoots a takedown, I think Arnold could reverse it, deny the takedown, get his own takedowns. I think this is going to be a very competitive fight, but I think Allen will eventually win by either KO or decision. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys disagree with my picks, please let me know in the comments who you'd rather pick. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.